All right, guys, thank you so much for taking the course. So again, my name is Riley Weller. My artist and producer name is Gratuitous, and I got one last bonus tip for you guys. I wanted to put this as actually number one, but I know that people don't really want to hear it, and it's that you need to read, okay? So just like backing up, it's kind of one of those things that's boring, that you really don't want to do it, but it's really going to help you, right? And it's the same thing with reading, okay? So if you don't read as a music producer, you're not going to get very far. Watching videos is helpful, like you saw in the course here, right? I showed you a lot of in-depth things, but the thing is, if you don't go and practice them yourself, and when you get stuck, if you don't go and read, you're not really going to advance as fast as what you want. Videos take a long time to digest and to watch. Sometimes reading, you can find your answer very, very fast. What I want to talk about is the first thing that you want to look for is you want to read the manual. Okay, so if you use FL Studio, their help manual is phenomenal. It is so good. And recently I picked up some equipment, and do you know what I did? I was reading the manual, okay? But these are called mix cubes. So I read through this manual to learn how to use the my product. Here is another thing I picked up for my voice because I do these courses. This is called a single channel preamp, and it's not too thick, but there's a lot of information in here when it comes to using to get a half decent voice sound, okay? And another thing is you saw me using some FabFilter plugins, and so what I did was, because I didn't want to always be on a computer, I actually printed it off. I printed off the FabFilter help manual, and you can see that I read through it, right? So there's a lot of good information in here. It's pretty thick, but what I'm trying to say is you want to read the help manual if you want to see results as a music producer. So for me, when I was in school, like, middle school, high school, all that stuff, I found reading so boring. But then once I discovered music production, I discovered it was essentially like you're finding your answer, right? It's like, and it's so awesome because it's not like you're reading a fiction book, which is like, oh, it's just a story or whatever. It's like you're actually reading your answer to help you improve. Like if you're really determined to learn music production, reading the manual is the best, okay? You can also find books to read on certain topics. Now, sometimes books are good, sometimes, I found them okay, but a lot of times you are going to find a lot of good information in books. And my recommendation to you is only go to tutorials when you need either like the absolute basics of something, just to kind of maybe get started of how to use a synthesizer, just to kind of understand how the knobs work and be like, okay, then you can get on your way. Or if you kind of need some visual, for example, if you're reading in a book or if you read in the help manual and you still don't understand the explanation, that's where you can, again, look at a video for some visual. Or if you did read and you're still confused or you just want a different opinion, that's when you can look to videos as well. Okay, so again, I hope you enjoyed this course called The 5 Golden Pillars of Music Production. I was always kind of juggling around where to kind of, what order to put them in. And I finally ended up on the ones that, ended up in this course. So the thing I want to ask you is if you ever have questions, please just send me an email and I'm always here to help. And if you can leave a review, that helps tons to help my courses continue to grow and help people. Thank you so much. Again, my name is Riley Weller. My artist and producer name is Gratuitous. I hope you enjoyed the course. Leave a review and I'll talk to you in the next course.